Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth and I run the blog lifefromtheviolasection.com where I share my favorite practice tips, general advice, and tech for musicians. Today I'm going to try a new to me app called Tonic. This is a practice app created by Ray Chen. I think it's been out for about 2 years or so now. And it's an app that kind of builds community and helps motivate you to practice along with kind of being a practice journal. So I've never tried this. Let's just dive in and get some first impressions on this practicing app. So let's open up Tonic for the first time and we'll get started because I don't have an account yet. How long will it take? Oh, there we go. Select up to 3. Let's choose these 3. Let's do 6. All right, we're gonna open our first studio. So this seems to be my practice space, and you can see my little avatar with not the best bow hold. It's okay, it's cute. And for now, this is a private studio where like no one is listening to or watching you play, and they want me to practice, or at least leave this open for a minute to unlock my dashboard. So we'll do that. There is a chat button. You can send some emojis and you can also record yourself. Okay, let's close this for now. And we'll see what the dashboard is like. A treasure chest. Okay. So it looks like we've got some stats up in the top right. Oh, there we go. My level, there are leagues, there are quests. Interesting. All right, so it looks like you can add things that you work on. So let's start with scales, just general technique. Is there anything else I can add? Oh, cool. This is like a little forum for scales. This seems like a really cool platform, especially, you know, if you feel lonely and just on your own with practicing in your musical journey, then, you know, this might have a lot of, it might have a lot of inspiration for you. Let's take a look at vibrato because, you know, so many of us struggle with vibrato, especially when we're first starting out. Nice. People are asking questions and giving advice. That's really nice for vibrato. Let's try to find a piece. Ah, cool. Let's see if they have the Walton Viola Concerto. Okay, so people are practicing this, but there's nothing in the community so far. What if we try like a Bach cello suite? Is there a way for me to sort for, yeah, version for viola? Let's see. No, nothing in the community here either. Let's take out viola then. See what we can find. Only one question. So it seems like general topics like vibrato and technical things seem to have the most questions attached because, I mean, if you're starting out or, you know, if you're not a professional, those are usually the things that you have questions about. Not, I mean, there are always things in specific pieces, but it's like my fourth finger keeps collapsing. How do I fix that? Those are the things that people really want help with. Let's take a look at Explore. That's really cool. This is like a nice sort of social media space. There are groups for different interests. That's nice, a book club. That's really cool. It looks really active. This is nice. Good alternative to Facebook, honestly. Let's see. Oh, interesting. So you can practice and you can perform live. See who's live now. I might not, want to show you these just for privacy reasons so that they don't feel like, this is not what they signed up for. Okay, so I just kind of dropped in on a couple people performing or practicing in their like public spaces. It was really cool. So what you see is basically their avatar playing their instrument, but you don't none of it is video. You can't see what the person is actually doing. It's just audio. So it's an avatar and then you hear them practicing. It's really cool. It's kind of like, if you just kind of go through it, it's kind of like just walking past practice rooms and just getting a glimpse of what people are playing, but you can stay in one place. It's like a live stream. Like if you go live on TikTok or Instagram, you can comment and message with the person and have a whole conversation there, send emojis and things. So it's very similar to that, which is really cool. And even just, if you feel lonely while you're practicing, not even just getting comments from other people and putting yourself out there, but even just opening up someone else's practice space and having that going kind of quietly while you practice could help you feel a little bit less lonely. It could also be very distracting. So, you know yourself and what will distract you versus motivate you. So that's a very personal preference. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm making my studio private, and let's say I'm going to practice scales, and okay, I can only practice things that I've added already. So let's open the private studio. And it's cool that you can see like now practicing this thing, might be a way to keep yourself on task if you get easily distracted or if you're just losing motivation and having a hard time focusing on one thing. Let's switch over to cello suite. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Okay, so you can see, since I accidentally pressed things way too many times, you can see that when you switch over to playing something, it shows in the chat. And here, I'll try chat. Sounds great. That's what a chat looks like. It has your name and your profile picture, whatever you'd like to share. And let's try record. So this is just a test for recording. I want to see if there's a space in the app where I can go back and access previous recordings. So I think that'll be the next thing we look at. Oh, that's cool. You can add exactly where. That's really nice. Okay, cool. So let's leave this practice space. And I know that was a fast practice session. Oh, cool. Okay, so now on my actual dashboard, there is an audio clip section where you can go back and listen to it. And you can add notes later, star it. That's really nice. That's great organization. I wonder if you can download the audio that you've recorded, because I know if I were doing like real work in this app, I would want to save my recordings. So I don't immediately see somewhere to download the actual recording. I would be interested to see if it saves somewhere internally on your phone. I mean, probably not, but it's something I want to look into though. Okay, I do want to customize my avatar. Sorry, I don't know if this will be interesting or boring, but let's see. Oh wait, I can customize a little bit. It's like a Bitmoji. Ah, I see. All right, I got big glasses, but that's fun. Okay, let's change the color of my outfit. Can I? Oh, I can't change colors like that. Sure. And I mean the pants are fine. Ooh, we can change the room that I'm in. I think I'll try it. Oh, that's one that you have to buy. Okay, I can't change my room yet. And my instrument is still viola. Oh, that's so cute. I really like that. Okay, so here's me. That's really cute. Oh, oops, I really like that. I do want to check out the quests. I'm interested to see what they entail and kind of what you get from them. I'm sure it's probably XP that you gain. But in Nature's Realm quest, take some inspiration from Dvorak's Overture for this quest and explore the natural world around you. Maybe you'll find some wildflowers or even a bouquet. So this is a 24-hour long quest. It's a couple people and you're all working towards a shared goal, which is, I guess, earning 2000 XP. And it said listening to music or, sharing your own studios as well. So if you collectively reach the goal, then you all get rewarded. If you don't, then you don't get rewarded for it. So that is interesting. Let's just see what this quest is. Really just playing and listening even more, I guess. And then this one, it's even more playing and listening. So they also take up more and more time. So the easiest one is just 1 day long. Second hardest one is 3 days, and the most difficult one is 6 days long. So it seems like that's what the quests are. It's very interesting, and I'm very curious to see how that works. So I think I will go ahead and play with this app for another day or two, and then fill you in on some more of my thoughts in just a moment. Okay, hi, next day. I am going to try going live in this app. Just see what happens. You'll be along for the ride. So I think I'm just going to practice some scales and warm-ups because minimal effort to sound okay for people to potentially listen to. Not that I'm scared to practice in front of people because I really don't care. But it's just easier for me. So let's do this. So I've got my music stand set up like right beside the camera, putting my phone on the stand. And then I'll try not to set up actually too close to the stand, just because I feel like the acoustics will be a little bit better. So I'm just practicing scales, and I'm playing viola, just scales, and we'll just open it. I really like how the app itself is kind of commenting with some nice positive things. Okay, I just did about 5 minutes of warming up. It says I had one person in my audience, but I didn't see that at all while I was playing. So I feel kind of bad if I just ignored them. But I really didn't see like anyone in the notifications. I guess you will have been able to see. So we'll see if I just missed that because I was playing. But I did get 60 XP for doing that. And, you know, it was nice because I felt like I had to stay on track and I couldn't just dilly-dally or just talk to myself or check my phone or anything. Let's see what treasure I got. I got 6 tokens. Cool. All right. So that's kind of what it's like to go live. Let's wrap up with my final thoughts after about a day. I know that's not a very long time, but it's basically still a first impressions video. All right, so after a little over 24 hours of just playing around with this app, I think that it's very interesting and I will probably keep playing around with it. I think that it's a great idea for those who are practicing very often, especially kind of beginners who could benefit from hearing others practice. And it also kind of destigmatizes practice and the idea that you should just automatically know how to practice. Practicing is not always just second nature. It often isn't second nature for most people. So the more that you interact with that and the more different things that you try, I think the better practicer you will become. I like the whole community aspect and the avatar and all of that. I want to play around with it more, but I enjoyed that experience. It was really cool. And it seems like a healthy place for practicing and for growing as a musician. I did pop in on a bunch of lives right before I myself went live, and many of them only had like 0 or 1 other person listening in the audience. So I don't know, this is a Thursday it was almost 9 p.m. when I was dropping in. So I feel like 9 p.m. Eastern time, that's 6 Pacific time. So I feel like that would probably be a pretty popular practice time. But still there weren't many people listening. But as I finished going live and was just in the app, I saw that there were 120 people actually live in the app. So maybe it's more of a space where people just go live to really motivate themselves to practice and less like they watch other people's lives. Either way, I think there's benefits to just going live, even if no one is listening, and listening to other people's lives. There's a lot to be gained from either one, or especially both. I would love in the live space to have a tuner and a metronome built into the app. That would be very helpful, especially because so many of us just use tuner and metronome apps on our phone anyway. Like if you're using your phone already to go live in the app, I feel like it should have its own built-in tools that you can access while you're live. Sometimes phones will be weird about using your microphone in 2 different apps. So if you're trying to tune in a different app, I wonder if that would maybe mess up the live stream that you're doing, but the metronome probably wouldn't be affected. Also, I do wonder if a metronome is coming out of your phone while it's recording. That might make it sound very strange. I did hear a couple of people who were practicing with the metronome, but I don't know what their setup was, so I can't really comment on that. All right, I really enjoyed my experience with this app, and I'm excited to see where it continues to go. It looks like they're updating this very regularly. Today, when I logged on, I had an update available. So it'll be really interesting to see if it really catches on and if I start to hear about it more now that I know about it. If you'd like to see anything else related to this app, please just let me know because I'd be happy to make more videos on this. Have you ever tried the Tonic Practice app? If so, let me know your thoughts down below. I love hearing all different opinions about the apps that I try, and it also helps other audience members. If they see that someone else really enjoyed an app, it might convince them to download it, or if you really didn't like it, then it might steer some people away, and maybe for good reason. So I hope this video was helpful and interesting to you. If it was, please consider subscribing. I post new videos every Sunday at noon Eastern time. Thanks for watching.